What's up everybody, hope you all are doing well. Today we're going to be reviewing and building LEGO Friendset 41716. This is Stephanie's Sailboat Adventure, 304 pieces, originally retailed for $40 when it came out in 2022. However, on Amazon I was able to find this for 15% off as LEGO is gradually retiring this product. Interestingly, I had to Google back some of the information because this is also the European version of the set. Pretty cool. I've never ended up with a European box. But it's a neat little sailboat. Lots of play value, and potentially on my end, I hope to use it for display value. And I will go more into the details of why I chose this set and what I plan to do with it after we build it. So let's get started. Alright, so there are 3 mini dolls in this set. On the left we have Stephanie, in the middle Captain Maxine, and on the right Elijah. Very cool mini doll design. I think I missed one set of floaties, but it's whatever because they are not technically on water as of this shot. But the torso's pants design is pretty cool. It's pretty uniform for the pants design for all 3 mini dolls, and the hats that are in coral are very nice. I believe these 2 hats, I'm not sure if they're compatible with minifigures. Definitely the hat on the right looks more standard and looks like a hat that is seen on minifig heads. Another minifig accessory or mini doll accessory I have behind here is what appears to be a quadcopter drone. So it looks like they have a drone on the front so that they catch their recreational activities. Actually, through a swap with the nearest available minifigure, I found that the hat piece with the hair does work very well with minifigs. So this is a neat reverse compatibility action between mini dolls and minifigs. So this is what we get with the finished build. Pretty nice. A very tall sailboat, definitely about a foot tall. I would say somewhere between 9 and 10 inches long, and about, what is this, 8-10 studs wide. So this is a perfect boat for really a Lego city, and that is really what sold me on the set. Let's go into some of the details here. So starting with the bow, we have very few details. A nice pearl gold handle restraining all the minifigs around the edges of the sailboat, and the stand for the drone. And then we have the cockpit here, which is a removable windshield. And this is probably one of the most clever techniques of the set. So there we see pretty much the control room here with a computer screen showing the navigation, a table with a few accessories, and a computer setup here. Now, one downside to the set is that there are city sets, and I'm sure there are friend sets that have proper keyboards, but they universally use a 1x2 grill tile for the keyboard, which I thought was a huge negative. I mean, you already have the piece in place, why not apply it? But I guess it was a cost-saving measure. Anyhow, on the other side is a radio, and I will also mention that there are a lot of stickers in the set, so that is another negative, but really in the scheme of how I plan to use the set, I'm not going to really hold it much against it. But what is really cool is how the windscreen is mounted. So there are only 4 studs to connect it in the front, so you would think, well, it's going to kind of droop inside, right? Well, there are these 1x1 modified plates with little shields on the end, or teeth, however you perceive it. And those do just enough to hold the windshield steadily. So that was a pretty cool NPU, nice parts usage on Lego's part. Looking inside to the back, we have some lounge space. Looks like a sofa with some plush pillows here, some wall decor here, and like I say, continued use of stickers. In the scheme of the set, well, I mean, as a adult fan of Lego, I would prefer to have these be actual Lego accessories, and other friend sets do have non-printed, non-stickered assemblies. Like the utensils are definitely accessorized in certain sets. Stationery is accessorized in certain sets, but I guess in order to fit the needs of this set and compress it, they had to go with the selective compression, making these stickered and pretty much smaller than the size of what a minifig or minidoll would hold. But it's a fairly effective area. Nice sofa chair, table with coffee cup, binoculars, radio, and some extra containers. Really leaves it to the imagination what it is. I cannot really name it off the top of my head what they're going for here. Maybe just food containers, cookie jars, or even necessary fluids to operate and grease the sailboat. And on the back we have the navigating steering wheel here and Captain Maxine at the throttle. The sail uses ball and socket joints to mount on. Pretty cool, pretty neat. The front section is definitely fixed here and droops over the front of the sailboat. So where I'm shining the light here, it does shadow onto the boat. The mast of the sailboat is your typical one-piece Lego mast. That is the largest piece lengthwise in the set. But what actually did sell me was the use of these hull elements, which you probably won't find in the set, especially whatever replaces this. I would say in 2025 there'll probably be a new sailboat for the Lego Friends line. Not sure they would use the exact same pieces. So that's part of what sold me on the set. And really just the sleek, curvy design and use of the white slope and wedge pieces really did sell me on the set. I really like those types of pieces and it makes this boat look rather luxurious. These look like some sort of weight piece or stabilizer or anchor. Not really well versed in that, but on the back you can see the rudder, which is turnable. However, the function is very, very simple and is hand operated. Since I guess Lego is going for the playability of like a regatta, a sailing regatta, and that ties into some of my theming, which I'll mention in a moment, they also have a timer and pretty much I guess like a finish line or like a winner circle included here with a palm frond. So I really bought this set because I'm building the Miami area, and Miami is full of a lot of water, a lot of docks, marinas, etc. And having a pretty substantial fleet of marine vehicles, speedboats, sailboats, etc. would be quite helpful. And having gone to areas like Coconut Grove, you go to the Coconut Grove Marina and you'll find the sailing club. And actually one of my bosses at work is part of the sailing club. So it's a pretty cool nod to that aspect. And I've explored the area quite recently and love what I see. It's a very beautiful area and one that many would totally enjoy. So having a fleet of these will help replicate some of these Miami scenes and in fact make for many storyline opportunities. You can really imagine whatever you want with this boat. You can say, okay, it's a pleasant day out, or you can introduce a little chaos, maybe like a boat chase or a regatta, or pretty much pirates taking over the boat and making things miserable for the crew on board. Totally up to you. So this will definitely take many shapes and many forms when implemented in my Lego city, and pretty clutch timing. I stumbled upon this right at the cusp of retirement and also when sites are clearing out sets. So look out for that. If there's like a set that you want, is not very highly sought after, and you know that it's going to be at the end of the life cycle, stick around and stay tuned for Amazon and other sites to knock the price down by a bit. That way you're able to get it for a little bit cheaper, as was the case with this, and pretty much it met me halfway in an ideal price point. That being said, I think this set would be worth like $30, maybe $35, but I don't think it's worth $40, even though it has pretty much the density of a set that would be worth $40. But it just feels like an enlarged great vehicle, and historically I'm used to paying between $15 and $25 for great vehicles. So I look forward to putting this on Greater Florida Lego Users Group layouts in the future. Reminder of the pros and cons. Pros, very nicely designed, sleek sailboat, great color selection with the coral and teal contrast, plus that light yellowish green on the bottom. First time I have pieces like that in those colors. And just an excellent, perfect fit for a modern Lego city. Cons, way too many stickers. And, well, the sail is nice. I'm not really sure that you would find many transparent sails, but just feels a little off in that respect. And really, the main con is the price point. It's a little bit priced too high at standard retail. But the techniques were nice, build was enjoyable. I do recommend this to fellow adult fans of Lego. And, well, next step is to mold us into my Lego city. So for that, I invite you to make sure that you're subscribed to Brick Me Mar, as I will continue to upload content like this and hopefully share my development of this maritime Miami Lego City program. From HQ, where we are sailing on into the sunset here during our Sunday regatta, thanks for watching. This is Dr. Toga, out.